Hello everyone, my name is Chance Brutton and welcome to the StarCraft II Legacy of the Void campaign prologue, Whispers of Oblivion. Blizzard has just come out today at the time of recording with the pre-order option for Legacy of the Void, and as a bonus, you get early access to the prologue, Whispers of Oblivion. And so I am going to be jumping in and playing that. Now, for anybody who isn't familiar with the story, I have played through the previous campaigns. I'm in the middle of Heart of the Swarm, and I finished Wings of Liberty, and I'll put annotations above so you can check them out, and they'll be in the description below. Now, for this campaign, it's really exciting because I have no idea what's going to happen, either in the prologue or in the main campaign. This is totally fresh territory that we can discover together, so that is going to be awesome. I can't wait for this. I love StarCraft, and this is going to be great. So, the Whispers of Oblivion prologue. Zeratul, branded a heretic and a traitor by his people, has spent the last 6 years searching for the truth behind the return of the Xel'Naga. Having delivered warnings to both the Terrans and the Zerg, the part the Protoss must play in galactic events still eludes him. So let's start it. Hard difficulty, as per usual. I can play it through brutal if anybody wants me to, but unless people specifically want it, then I will just stick to hard difficulty. So let me know in the comments below. It is an era of great uncertainty. The dark god, Amon, has been reborn on an unknown world, heralding doom for all life in the Korpulu sector. Before returning to his people to face their judgment, Zeratul scours the galaxy to find a way to stop the coming darkness. In this late hour, he seeks the last fragments of an ancient prophecy that could provide a ray of hope. Oh, this is going to be so good.
As it was foretold, Amon, the Dark God, lives again. If any hope remains for our galaxy, it lies in the hands of the Xel'Naga. Only one piece of the prophecy remains unfulfilled, that on the world where Amon was reborn, the last light will be revealed. There is one being who knew that location, a creature known as Samir Duran, or to the Terrans, as Narud. In this system hides a long-forgotten Mobius facility. I must hope his secrets still rest within its walls.
So, Narud is Duran? What? I missed that.
Zeratul, it is a great honor. I am Praetor Talus, and I humbly request your aid. An unknown force has been abducting Templar from our colony worlds. My forces and I have managed to track them to a Terran facility, but we are under attack by the Swarm.
The Swarm? I'm on my way, Talus. May Adun hide you until I arrive.
So, this should be... Oh, this is out.
Our brethren are being held prisoner across the complex. We must free them before the Swarm overwhelms the facility.
Zeratul, I thought I sensed your presence. Let's not mince words. Why are you here?
This place holds information I seek, and my captured brethren. I intend to free them both from the Terran's grip.
This facility is a breeding ground for Amon's hybrid army. My swarm will erase it from existence. But I know that won't stop you. So let me make this clear. Stay out of our way, Zeratul.
Do not fear. We will not abandon this fight, Talus. If we are swift and clever, we can avoid the Swarm.
Very well. I have made our Nexus point ready for your arrival.
Oh, okay. I thought we were going to be following the,
The captive Templar are kept just ahead. Ready your blades, warriors!
I thought the Zerg swarm attacking was going to be the host of Zerg that flew out after the Protoss after the Frozen World in the Heart of the Swarm campaign and lost contact with Kerrigan, but apparently not. Apparently she's here.
Kerrigan will send the swarm to destroy the station's reactor. We must free our brothers before that happens.
You'd think she could cut us...
Prelate, we will need to cross the swarm's attack route to reach the captives.
Move forward only when it is clear. Avoid the Zerg's forces at all costs.
Surely you don't mean at all costs, considering that that would include not being able to rescue our Protoss brethren. But I thought we were going to be following some other Protoss. That's interesting. Okay, there is some other Zerg attacking. Alright, so in the last... You'd think Kerrigan could cut us some slack, because in the Heart of the Swarm campaign, we showed her the original Zerg world of Xeris, where she regained great power as the Queen of Blades, and gained perhaps the ability to fight Amon. We can only hope. But you'd think she'd owe us a little bit for that. At least giving us some slack here. What can we build that would help us?
The swarm gathers for an attack. Warriors, stay clear of the Zerg's path.
I am the voice of the eclipse.
What do we have? We have no place we can expand to. We're building workers. We're about to be supply blocked. We need
Minions,
pylons.
push forward. Slay these hybrid thralls to the last.
And then we should build another extractor. Protoss. The Protoss use a lot of gas. I should be explaining how the Protoss work. Okay, so these are probes, which are the equivalent of SCVs or drones for the Terrans or Zerg, respectively. They gather resources and build buildings. And then these are Zealots, the basic unit of the Protoss army, akin to Zerglings, only they are much fewer in number, much more expensive, and much more powerful than Zerglings. And Stalkers, probably the equivalent of Hydralisks, I would say. For the Protoss, they're a ranged unit. They stand behind the Zealots, who shield them, and they shoot lasers at people. Stalkers have the ability to blink around, short-distance teleportation, and Zealots can charge towards the enemy to close distance during combat, because Zealots are melee warriors. And this Nexus is the equivalent of the Command Center, or Hatchery, only, unlike the Hatchery, it can't build units. So for that we have to build a gateway, which is akin to the Terran Barracks. This produces basic military units like the Zealot, the Stalker, and some other stuff. Like, we can build a Sentry here who has a few special abilities. Before getting into too much into the army, I'll just quickly go around the rest of the base and explain how that works.
Eliminate the Protoss base. Glory to our master.
Oh, great. We're being attacked. But we should be able to handle that. It's only a couple of people. Although, that is a lot of people. So, let's see. Do we have a shield? Oh, we don't have enough energy on our sentry for a shield. But that's fine. Okay. Alright, so then there are, of course, the assimilators, which sit on refineries and allow us to collect gas. The cybernetics core, which...
Zerg are gathering. They will surely attack soon.
has some upgrades and unlocks some other structures. The forge, which is like the engineering bay.
Eliminate the central reactor.
And allows us to upgrade our units. The warp gate, which is, there's a warp gate and there's a gateway. They can both be used to build units. They work slightly differently. And then there are these pylons, which increase maximum supply, like supply depots or overlords. And they also provide energy to nearby structures, which Protoss structures need in order to function properly. It's a lot of stuff to get down pretty quickly, but we have seen this before a long time ago when we got to play as the Protoss a little bit during the Wings of Liberty campaign. And if you have not seen that, I encourage you to go check that out. Now, with our army's very small at the moment, but I suspect that that would probably be enough to be getting on with. So we could maybe push out a little bit and see how far we can get for the moment. We can warp in some reinforcements any second now. That's good. Just get a couple of extra zealots and then push forward. The Swarm have a lot of stuff here. They are our enemies. So if we get too close, we will have to worry about combat with them, which is something we want to avoid. Now, when we get up close into combat, notice the Zealots charge right in, the Stalkers shoot from a distance, we can blink back the injured Stalker to prevent it from getting too injured, and the Sentry put up what is called Guardian Shield, and that, I believe it reduces the damage from projectiles.
Their flesh will serve the master.
Now, it might be a good idea to get some higher tech things in here. Specifically, I'm thinking some High Templar would be nice, because they have an ability called Psionic Storm, which can do a lot of damage to just basic units. And we are going to need just more workers, more supplies, more upgrades. Upgrades, something very important. We've got weapons. Let's get armor next, and then we will get shields when we can. Let's also build get a probe to the other side of this gap. Now, I mentioned that there are two buildings the Protoss can use to construct units. The gateway, to construct basic infantry units. There's the gateway and warp gate. You build gateways, but you can upgrade them into warp gates. And the difference is that gateways build units in a traditional manner, but warp gates allow you to warp in units anywhere where there is energy provided by a pylon or an airship we'll see later, but let's not worry about that for right now. So basically, wherever there's a pylon, we can warp in units. Oh, and we have some stuff attacking us now, so let's get a couple of Stalkers over here. And then hopefully with our cannons, that will be enough to defend this surprise attack. We might want to build a pylon to build some more forward cannons so that Vikings that are sent in future don't get a chance to land before we start shooting at them. Because I think we mainly want to defend our base using cannons so that we can keep our army elsewhere. Let's get these Stalkers across the gap. Now, I've built a forward pylon here. That's something Protoss love to do, and it means the ability to warp in units in the field to the army. Now, the really nice thing about that is that then we don't have to send our reinforcements across this gap where the Zerg are going to be. So it is nice and convenient. We'll build a couple of cannons just to make sure that we have a little forward post here, and then we can keep pushing up.
These Terrans' minds have been consumed. They are slaves to the hybrid.
Now, our High Templars don't have enough energy to do it. Our High Templars are attacking? Since when? Is that a new thing that I didn't know about, that High Templars can attack in this expansion? Must be. I don't believe High Templars had the ability to attack before. They were just energy units. That's pretty cool. I like the fact that they can attack. Perhaps I've got that all wrong and that's been there for a while and I'm just an idiot. That's a possibility, but I think that that's new. I will have to check that out after the episode, and I'll put some text or something saying whether or not it's new. Let's build some more gateways to increase our production, and let's make sure that we have our full mining capacity up and running. Then let's build a couple of extra cannons to just make really sure that our base is well protected. We might want to put some cannons around the mineral line, but I don't know that that's really necessary at the moment, so we'll skip it for now.
The Zerg forces will move soon. We must be cautious.
No problem. Oh, I see. Are they not going to move through this middle pass anymore? Are they just going to keep pushing forward up
Tear
here?
apart their reactor. The Queen of Blades
Maybe.
demands it.
Oh, getting a little bit of lag here. We're getting a lot of lag here. The computer is struggling to keep up with everything that is going on at the moment. The recording and the gameplay, all of the units moving. Seems to have recovered for right now, though. So that is alright. We are almost to the reactor. Oh, there's a lot of stuff. Let's, Oh, get that sucker out! Oh, crap. There was a seeker missile coming towards us, but I failed to get out of the way. Sentry still doesn't have enough energy to do anything, so we are getting ripped apart. We do have a Psionic Storm available, or at least one, so we can use one. There, you can see it. I think I did a lot of damage to our own Zealots, though, so that wasn't the best thing we could have done. Should have probably kept the zealots out of that one, but it worked out all right.
Thank you. We believed the end was at hand.
What do you know of this facility, Zealot?
The Terrans tortured us, experimented upon our flesh. Most did not survive.
I have seen foul work of this nature before, but Narud is dead. Whose hand brought you here?
Alas, I know not. Praetor, we wish to join you, to avenge our brothers in arms.
Then ready yourselves, Templar.
Okay, good. Are these just normal zealots, or are these special zealots?
Warriors,
Normal.
there is another cell ahead. Go forth and claim the vengeance you seek.
Oh, our defenses are holding okay. Let's keep moving our forward pylon up for the warping of additional reinforcements. We have more gateways we can turn into warp gates, and let's get some more sentries so that we have the opportunity more often to use Guardian Shield. Because right now the limiting factor on that is having a sentry with enough energy to be able to cast Guardian Shield. Our base is coming along pretty well. We have full upgrades, or we will in a moment. And I don't think we really need anything else.
Another wave of Zerg gathers. Avoid them if you can.
We'll just build a couple other structures with some extra money in case we need them. And then build some additional units. Let's get some more stalkers.
War is upon you, Mobius Core. We are a tide of death that does not break.
Get some more stalkers because we have very little anti-air.
Terrans are warping in. Impossible.
What?
They are experimenting with pylon technology. We should eliminate these Terrans and reclaim the pylon for ourselves.
They're doing what we were doing with the forward pylon. That is really surprising.
Reclaiming the pylon now. It is hard to believe such primitive beasts could manipulate our technology.
But that's going to make things a lot more interesting in future if we have to deal with Terrans in the campaign that have access to Protoss technology, or perhaps Zerg improvements as well. Then that could be pretty cool. Of course, then you're getting on the path of the hybrids. But I think that's the idea. So now we're getting a fairly sizable force now. We set out with a fairly minuscule force. But now we are doing okay. Pop some Guardian Shields there to help protect our units a little bit. Zealots, being the frontline meat shields, are dying the most, so let's get some additional Zealots to replace them. And let's find our idle frontline worker and bring him up to build a new forward pylon. Because we are constantly in need of new forward pylons. Okay, what is down here? Oh, more stuff. Oh, now some Guardian Shields would be really useful. But we don't have any. Because we do not have enough energy. We have Psionic Storm. It's a bit late for that now. Plus, it wouldn't have been too terribly useful against the mechs as compared to, say, being used against anything else.
Destroying the bridge control has extended a walkway to our nexus point.
Oh, good. That means we can just reinforce from our base. I think we need to destroy this cannon to do that, though. But we can do that. And we can bring this this probe up to build more forward stuff. Now, what is down here? More Terrans. And they're sending a lot of Reapers and Hellbats, which are not going to do so well against the Stalkers. Now, we've already killed a lot of stuff, so I don't think it's worth Psionic Storming just yet. Well, maybe there. I'm looking for any place to use the Psionic Storm. It's devastating, but only if you can find the right situation to use it in. Let's build some more Zealots and send them down and get a forward pylon up at this Terran base. Now, this Terran base has some resources by it, so if we ran short of resources at our main base, then we could use those to continue building. I don't think that's going to be necessary, but with a forward pylon, we can keep our options open. We can build some Immortals. That'll help us against the mechanical units. Oh, What did we
Your
complete?
time is running short, Zeratul.
Did we just break another pylon?
You know as well as I that Amon lives. Slaying his hybrid is a meaningless act. We must awaken the Xel'Naga.
No response. Huh. Better to reason with a stone than a Zerg. The final cell awaits us, Zeratul. We should delay no longer.
She's probably not keen on the rest of the Xel'Naga, considering Amon is one of them. Granted, he is the fallen Xel'Naga, but still. So we can make our way through this door. Yes? No? No. That's not actually a door. So where are we supposed to go? Oh, down here. Okay. Alright, we've got a nexus coming up here because we are surprisingly running out of minerals. We have enough production to spend it faster than we can mine. A couple of good psionic storms off there. Damaged the zealots considerably, but they'll be alright. Let's get a few more sentries into the mix, because I just don't feel that we have enough sentries. And we are running short on time, as Kerrigan said, so I'm going to skip those additional resources down there and just keep pushing the army forward. Oh, there is a lot of stuff now. Alright, let's, we can't pop Guardian Shields, so let's just try and use Psionic Storms. Selecting these units is a pain, but we're okay. We can maybe feed back a medic, kill it, and steal its energy, or just deplete its energy anyway. So I guess killing it's not really so important if we deplete its energy.
The swarm prepares to assault Mobius Core's final defenses. We must travel swiftly.
Those who side with Amon's hybrid deserve no mercy. Devour them whole.
Okay, that's not good. We are perhaps doing this a bit more slowly than we should be doing this. So let's just kind of race forward a little bit. I do want to get to the other pylon, though. Is it possible to do that? Is it too risky to do that? It might be too risky to do that, but I'm doing it anyway. Build another forward pylon. Let's build in some more zealots. And just keep pushing forward. Hurry up. Kill everything. Alright, now we can get this pylon. Kerrigan... Oh, they held off. Okay, Kerrigan was attacking this central base here. Apparently we have more time than I thought, because it's going to take multiple attempts to break through the defenses. This is good. This is very good.
Both pylons have been returned to our rightful control. Warping in reinforcements now.
Oh, good. And those reinforcements are going to be very useful, too, because our forces were getting a little bit thin. Okay, let's push forward across the breach here, where the Zerg are coming across, and we will move our probe to build a forward pylon at the same time.
Defenses are growing stronger. Push forward with all our might.
Oh, feed back the Xel'Naga. They're not the Xel'Naga, the hybrid.
Free. Strike them down.
We can't feed back the hybrid? Oh, now we can feed back the hybrid. Come on. It's really lagging here at the moment. I'm not sure whether that's my computer or optimization issues, but I may need to turn down the settings for this. Alright, come on, push forward, don't die just yet. It is all over the place with the lag, going back and forth between playing really smoothly and playing with a lot of lag. But this is still in beta, bear that in mind. Could be optimization issues.
In another assault soon.
Feedback these things. I am targeting a unit with energy. I'm targeting the hybrid. The hybrid definitely have energy. Oh, retreat.
Minions, go forth and slaughter. I wish to be done with this already.
So I think that might be a bug, that it's not not letting me feed back. Or it could be the lag. It could be that I feed back and then it just doesn't show that it's been feedbacked, and I try and do it again, and when I do it the second time, it has no energy. Alright, can we keep our units alive here? Just barely. We are running in trouble. Now we can. The Nexus has an ability called Chrono Boost. You might have seen me using it on the Nexus to improve resource production. We can also use that on the gateways to help build additional units. What it does is it speeds up a structure. We've pretty much killed everything here, actually, so I think we can just push forward. I don't think we need to wait for reinforcements, but we can just send them as they become available. Yeah, this should be the final containment chamber. I think we've just managed to do it. We managed to get both pylon containment units for the bonus and rescue all the Protoss.
The Tal'Darim have been abducting Templar, bringing them to Terran stations, turning us into hybrid.
The Tal'Darim? Those heretics have never ventured so close to our worlds.
This can only be the work of Amon. Templar, where were they holding you?
A Xel'Naga temple, unlike any I have seen. It was called Eris, but its location was kept a secret from us.
Mobius and the Tal'Darim both served under Naru's command. He would have known the location of this temple. The Atreus system. This is where Amon was reborn, deep within the Sigma Quadrant, and under Tal'Darim guard.
You have aided me in my quest, Zeratul. I am honor-bound to help you in yours. We shall help you claim this temple.
Good. We could use some support. And they said the Sigma Quadrant. That's where we went in the Wings of Liberty campaign to secure the last Xel'Naga artifact from the Tal'Darim. That was the mission where we unlocked battle cruisers. So we managed to complete the first campaign, Dark Whispers, or the first mission, Dark Whispers, but there's achievements also for destroying 30 Zerg units, and for destroying 6 Terran units as they are warped in on normal difficulty. So those are probably something I would like to go back to do. I won't necessarily do them on camera, I'll probably do them off camera. But if anybody's interested in seeing, let me know in the comments below. Sigma Quadrant, planet Atreus. So we're pursuing the place of Amon's rebirth.
My forces have secured a location near the temple grounds, and we are ready to move against the Tal'Darim. This should prove to be a truly glorious battle, brother.
Well, indeed, if it's anything like the first mission had me on the edge of my seat. It was a lot of fun. So, Ghosts in the Fog, we will have to get to next time, on the next episode. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you missed the last 2 expansions, I have them on my channel, playlist you can go check out. Again, if you have any suggestions or comments, let me know. I will be reading them. I will see you all in the next episode. Oh look, by repeatedly spam clicking everything, I get monkeys. I'm pretty sure that there's a monster back there. Oh, he's right there! Oh god, I ran the wrong way! I ran the wrong way! Oh. That could have saved me about 100 times right now.